Fire is an exciting and intense work by Gary Gilroy. This piece was premiered in February 2003 by the Trouray and Kings Counties Music Educators Association High School Honor Band in Port Vale, California.
Through our study of this piece, we learned how to work within the key of concert D harmonic minor. The trumpet players explored a new extended technique for articulation and are also using mutes to color the sound. Hope you enjoy!
Homeward Bound by Marta Keene. In her own words, Miss Keene describes the intentions behind this hauntingly beautiful work. She says,
"Finding your true calling in life, knowing that those who love you trust that you will return. I wrote this song for a loved one who is embarking upon a new phase of life's journey, to express the soul's yearning to grow and change. It has been performed by choirs of all ages throughout the English-speaking world and many other countries."
This heartful piece is elegant in its simplicity and memorable in its warmth and sincerity. It has also become an anthem for soldiers returning home. Please enjoy Homeward Bound.
Okay, so this next piece is a total bop. Have you heard that in your house yet this year? Yeah, okay. So American Barn Dance is full of life and vigor and programmatic scenery. So it's gonna paint some pictures for you, hopefully, of life on the farm and some dancing on the farm. There's also some sunsets. There's some chickens. Like I hope you can hear all of it in their playing because they are telling this story so well. It's so much fun to listen to them tell that story. So without further ado, let's do it.
Our next piece is filled with humor and creativity. Rhythmic and energetic, this lively work contains elements of an early American character that features a poignant, calmer section with lighter texture and interlaced lyric motifs, building to a dramatic peak with a powerful and majestic statement by the full ensemble. It then becomes more frenzied in mixed meters and relentless percussion figures, racing to an exciting conclusion.
So I promised you the last one was a Bob. Yeah? Totally, right? This one is just as great. This is The Witch and the Saint. This is an epic story, and Henry and Phil are going to tell you a little bit more about it. Also, just want to say thanks in the transitions when students have been sitting and then they come up and we do the thing and we take another tuning note. So thanks for your patience as they get comfortable with the new ensemble.
The Witch and the Saint is an epic tone poem composed in 2004. It tells the story of twin sisters Helena and Sibylla, born in Germany in 1588. In that era, twins were thought to be a bad omen and were said to draw evil towards them. The girls also had the gift of foresight and were able to see things that not yet come to pass. The suspicions of the general public were supported once the girls were old enough and began using their gifts.
Sibylla was raised at home, and it took very little time for the village to notice her unexplainable knowledge of the future. When they did, she was labeled witch and sorceress by the townsfolk and was hated and feared. She led a quiet, empty childhood, being bullied and shunned by society.
Helena led a very different life. She was sent away to a convent to be raised in the church as a nun. Once her ability was discovered in this setting, the community revered her. She was seen as a saint and a sage, and given the highest respect by even the wisest of elders.
The two girls grew up facing their own challenges and struggles, trying to fit into the societies in which they had been placed. Helena continued her life as a saint and prophet, and Sibylla learned to be a midwife and helped the people as best she could. Not understanding her gift of foresight, the townsfolk eventually convicted Sibylla of being a witch and sent to jail for life. Helena learned of her sister's trouble and raced back to the town they had been born in to rescue her.
Helena freed her sister from the jail and they ran off towards the forest. Before they got very far, however, they were captured. In her fear of the wrath of the villagers and their torment, Helena drank a poison and died in her sister's arms. Sibylla's heart was shattered. She then rode off into the night and was never seen again.
So wind ensemble is next, and you notice we have a lot of chairs out because we're doing all these big ensembles, right? So we had to remove the front row here. Thanks for your patience on that. But we're gonna get going right away with wind ensemble since they just played on the last piece. And our first piece is called Amparito Roca. You might recognize it. It's a Spanish paso doble, or a Spanish march. And here to tell us about it is Emmett Marson.
Jaime Tejedor Dalmu was a composer, conductor, and publisher who lived much of his life in Baracaldo, a picturesque city in northern Spain. Tejedor was a prolific composer of music for band. He wrote so much music that he started his own publishing company in his 20s. He wrote over 100 pasodobles, a Spanish military march, as well as numerous descriptive poems, waltzes, tangos, folk dances, polkas, and a number of processional funeral and concert marches. Amparito Roca is arguably his most famous pasodoble.
next piece has so many soloists that I have to like put your special note at the end of the score so I don't forget anybody. This next piece is called One Life Beautiful by Julie Giroux, and Sam and Georgia are going to tell you about it in a second here, but I'd also like to just add a couple of things about this piece. So this is a very beautiful and moving work. It's very different than the one that you just heard, and it requires an intense amount of maturity to convey the musical ideas in this work, which this group behind me here is doing an excellent job of that. And we've talked about, Julie Giroux is a masterful composer, and she weaves there's different tonalities that are just continually flowing throughout this piece, and it really truly mimics life. You'll hear more that Sam and JoJo will talk about it, but the beauty of life, the fragility of life, and the fact that it's ever-changing, ebbing, and flowing is really portrayed in this work. So I hope you enjoy One Life Beautiful.
The composer states that One Life Beautiful, the title itself, is a double entendre, which in one sense is referring to the person this work is dedicated to, as in one life that was beautifully lived. The other sense is a direct observation concluding that having only one life is what makes life so sacred, tragic, and so very precious. This is an impressionistic work musically describing that condition. Shakespeare's sweet sorrow, the frailty and strength of life, the meaning of what it is to truly live one life beautiful.
The main theme, beautiful yet sad, seems to ebb and flow within the slow tempo of the piece. Although there is an abundance of dynamic markings and tempo changes throughout the piece, Giroux stresses that the work could be performed in a myriad of ways and encourages performers to play it with their own heart, mind, and musicality at the helm.
right, so if we could get stage lights, that'd be awesome. Thank you. We're going to recognize our solo and ensemble exemplary performance nominations and awards tonight. Many of our students participated at district and state solo and ensemble festival this year. And we'll be awarding those medals in class in the next week or two here. But there's also, if you're a student who chooses to perform at the Class A level, then you have the opportunity to advance to the state level if you've earned a 1 star, which you might consider to be like a perfect score. Now, pieces are varied. There's all sorts of different ways to know and to learn in music. So students might have chosen jazz influence, or classical, or Baroque period, or romantic, or French contemporary. So every year is a new year, a new type of thing to experience with the Solo and Ensemble Festival, and we really value it in our curriculum. So with that, if a student performs at the state level, each adjudicator has the opportunity to nominate, I want to say it's 2 or 3 performances that they determine as exemplary. So they might, in their room that day, they might see 30 different types of events, right? And out of that, they have the opportunity to nominate just a few of those. So we'd like to recognize our nominees first. So if you could please stand when you hear your name, if you were nominated, and seniors, if you want to step out, if you were nominated, that would be great. So just hold your applause until we're done. June Berquist for clarinet solo, Aaron Dieter, marimba solo, Simon Nimchek, marimba solo, Gus Sampson, clarinet solo, Aaron Dieter and Simon Nimchek for their keyboard duet, Lyra Azapardi, Sophie Hairwire, Jada Oparia-Doe, Caden Stump, Charles Whitney, saxophone choir, Lee Bouchot, Aaron Dieter, Peyton Lackner, Elliot Lesperance, Brady Mamero, Simon Nimchek, Gavin Thompson, and Cameron White for their percussion ensemble. So let's please acknowledge those folks. And then from all of those different state sites that happen throughout the state of Wisconsin, then those nominees go on to a final selection process to be awarded an exemplary performance recognition award. And we'd like to give those out now. So this time, if you could please come up when you hear your name and receive your award. And then if you could stand at the front of the stage so your fams can get some great pictures, that would be very nice. June Berquist, clarinet solo. You can go ahead and pull up the stage. Simon Nimchek and Aaron Dieter for their keyboard mallet duet. Simon Nimchek for his marimba solo. Aaron Dieter for his marimba solo. And then this one is the percussion ensemble, so this is going to take a second. We've got 8 recipients here. So I'll give you your certificates and then shake your hand. Lee Bouchot, Aaron Dieter, Peyton Lackner, Elliot Lesperance, Brady Mamero, Simon Nimchek, Gavin Thompson, and Cameron White. Come on up. Congratulations. It really is an incredible honor to receive one, let alone many. So seniors, if you could please come out and super get yourselves in alphabetical order by last name. This is your last task, right? Let's see how fast I can do it. We'll go A to Z. Yes, they are. All right, so we always like to recognize our seniors at our final concert here, and this particular group of seniors is the group that came over with me from the middle school. So when I had taught at OMS, and then the job opened up here at OHS, these folks were 8th graders. And so they took a chance on me changing buildings together, and we've been together ever since. So most of these folks I have known for 6 years, which is incredibly special. Every single one of them is endeared and in my heart. And I'm really good at not crying at things like this, so I'm probably not gonna cry. No promises, but I'm probably not gonna. So don't be offended, seniors. There's gonna be a lot of tears from me in the next couple of weeks, okay? Okay. So I asked them to fill out a short survey to tell me things like, what kind of human do you want to be when you grow up? What do you want to do after now? What's one thing that expresses the biggest thing you learned about yourself during your growth here at OHS? And then I also asked them to respond to some prompts such as, what does music education mean to you? Or thank you OSD for my experiences in learning. So they have an opportunity to choose their own adventure in that last question. And I'd like to share with you some of their responses. Jojo Briggs, if you could please come forward. So Jojo has not only participated in all of our bands, but also our jazz studies class, and she also mentors and cadets with our youngest band here at OHS. After high school, she'd like to pursue advertising and cosmetology, and she wants to be the best person she can be, who spreads happiness and kindness wherever she goes. One thing she's learned about herself during her growth at OHS is that genuine empathy and kindness towards others not only creates meaningful connections, but also shapes her into a better person each day. She says, I cannot imagine my life without music because from the moment I first picked up my instrument in 5th grade band, it's been more than just a class. It's been a place of belonging and passion. Throughout my high school years, being part of the band has been the highlight of each day. I am deeply thankful for the experiences, friendships, and personal growth it has gifted me. Congratulations, children. Aaron Dieter. Aaron has studied percussion ensemble, played with all of our bands, and also studied AP Music Theory here at OHS. Beyond OHS, he plans to study data science and music performance, and hopes to be someone that people look up to through exhibiting gratitude and humility. He wants to be able to lead others by example, and to have left some sort of positive impact on the world, whether it be through music or through something he is yet to discover. OHS has helped him realize the importance of patience and gratitude, and that he is capable of a lot more than what he thinks. The best thing he says about studying music is the several skills you absorb, as well as being able to work with people and collaborating. Thank you, OSD, for valuing music education, because I wouldn't be the person I am today without music. Congratulations, Aaron. Moss Urban. Moss is hoping to become an art teacher, and it's important to them to become a kind one. The most important thing that they've learned in life through the growth at OHS is that you have people who will always support you, and without them, things can get really difficult. They also say that they cannot imagine their education without music because it's an integral part of them, and they would enjoy life a lot less without it. Congratulations, Moss. Sophie Hairwire. All right, Sophie has participated in all our bands as well, and is hoping to study film and media and also run track and field. Sophie hopes to inspire others through their work and be a positive and uplifting person. She's learned that she needs to be creative and be in a creative environment in order to express herself and learn better through her time at OHS. She says the best thing about studying music is being able to express yourself and make others feel things through your music with others who are just as passionate as you are. Congratulations, Sophie. Leo Jacobs. Leo is planning to further his studies and wants to be a human who is happy, kind, and successful. He says during high school he developed a better understanding of what topics interest him, while also recognizing that it's normal for passions and interests to change over time. He says music has benefited him in numerous ways, such as providing a creative outlet and connecting with me, a kind and accepting group of people. Congratulations, Leo. Peyton Lackner. Peyton also has studied with all our bands and percussion ensemble and pit orchestra, and hopes to study math and computer science after OHS. He wants to make as much of a positive impact on others as he can, whatever that ends up looking like. He says most people appreciate when I can be myself, and those that don't aren't worth worrying about, and he learned that through his time at OHS. He says his favorite part of being a music student is being able to share his interests with others and help others grow as musicians and people. Congratulations, Peyton. Brianna Lloyd. Bree hopes to become an EMT post-OHS. She has learned through her time here at OHS that she is the owner of her own beat, and says that her favorite part of being a music student is the connections you gain while studying something you love. Congratulations, Bree. Emmett Marcy. Emmett has participated in all our bands as well as jazz studies, percussion ensemble this year, symphony orchestra, and pit orchestra. He plans to play baseball and study music education. and hopes to one day be a music teacher and inspire younger students, and to also become a coach. He says he wants to be happy in whatever he ends up doing, and also wants to be someone people can look up to as a leader or just as a good person, and wants to continue to make people laugh because we need more joy and happiness in the world. He says through his time at OHS, he learned that it is important to find your happiness, to find the people that bring you happiness, to always be yourself, and to always keep spreading the love because you never know who needs it. He says his favorite part of being a music student is the joy it brings to his life. Being able to convey feelings and emotions through music with the people he loves is something he wouldn't trade for the world. The best thing about studying music is the people you meet, the things you learn, and literally everything involved with music. It is so fun, and the experiences and memories you make are one of a kind. Music has taught me how to find my true imagination and how to convey what I'm thinking and feeling. It is truly a special thing. Thank you, OSD, for valuing music education, because without it, I'm not sure where I would be. Music has made me the person I am, and I'm so grateful for everything it has brought to my life. Carson Knott. Right, Carson is someone who studied in bands, jazz, all the orchestra, plays the cello very well, music composition, AP music theory, and pit orchestra for musicals. He hopes to major in cello performance and linguistics post-OHS, wants to be knowledgeable and skilled, and strives to be someone who understands the world and the people in it. He's learned through his time at OHS that he can confidently make music in his life. Music has taught him how powerful anyone can really be, and music has such a power to change emotions and to move people in a way that cannot be replicated anywhere else. Congratulations, Carson. Jada Opariado. Jada has also participated in all our bands and is going to study biology and pre-med for dermatology post-OHS. Jada says she wants to be a person who is in a position to be known and remembered for their help and service to others. She also wants to be someone who is able to collaborate and create change with people of all different backgrounds. She says the biggest thing she's learned about herself through her time at OHS is that she is capable of success no matter the circumstances. And that the best thing about studying music is that it's for everyone. Our class is comprised of every single type of person, yet we all have something in common that we enjoy, music. You are able to find friends and form strong relationships with people that you never thought you would. Congratulations, Jada. Sam Schmidt. Right. Sam has also participated in the bands and in symphony orchestra for the Mozart Requiem, is going to study chemical engineering post-OHS, and hopes to cure cancer or provide artificial organs for people in need. She says through her time at OHS, she's learned to surround yourself with people who you love and who love you for who you are. Life is too short. She says her favorite part of being a music student is that she gets to be around students who she might not usually surround herself with. The kindest people are musicians. Congratulations, Sam. Sam Schrader. Sam has been with all of our bands, has also been a cadet, and is someone who's done pit orchestra as well. And she's going to study business and music post-OHS. She wants to be the person that everyone feels like they can trust and come to for anything, someone who everyone feels comfortable around. She says something she learned about herself during her time at OHS was to never give up on something you want to do. It's a small thing, but it made a big difference in her life. Music has taught her that anything worth doing takes time. Everything about music takes time, and usually a lot of it. But in the end, there is always something beautiful produced. Whether it is a solo performance or a group concert, it is all worth it in the end. This mindset changes the purpose of things or simply gives purpose to something. Anything worth doing takes time. Congratulations, Sam. Nathan Shippey. Nathan has been part of all of our bands and played some sweet jazz oboe and some saxophone. Nathan hopes to be an English major after OHS and has learned through his time that music was absolutely necessary in making him the person he is today. He says the best thing about studying music is the opportunities you are provided with. Congratulations, Nathan. Caden Stump. Caden has participated in all our bands and hopes to pursue a college education after he graduates. As he grows up, he hopes to be a dependable person, someone who is always there to assist people in times of need. As for a career, he's recently found a lot of interest in nutrition science, but also has an open mind to new things. He says the biggest thing he's learned about himself during his time at OHS is the sheer amount of paths and opportunities I can take for my life. He says throughout his life, music has benefited him in numerous ways, often being a way for him to escape from his stress. Congratulations, Katie. And then there was one. Addie Swan. Addie has also participated as a cadet and played with all of our bands, all of the orchestras on cello, music composition, AP music theory, and pit orchestra for the musical. After OHS, Addie is going to dual major in cello performance and performing arts management. She says that when she grows up, she wants to be a good person and wants to help people. She's learned that it is okay to take time for yourself and take care of yourself because you are the most important person in your life. She says she cannot imagine her education or life without music because music is her entire life. She says, I would not be the person I am today without music. It's my favorite thing in the whole world, and it has helped me so much. It's helped me through some of the hardest things I've been through and helped me meet some of my favorite people. It really is everything to me. Congratulations, Eddie. We have one award called the Sousa Award left to give out here. Just one more, please. The recipient of the National John Philip Sousa Band Award is someone who is selected by their junior and senior peers in bands by anonymous vote. The selection criteria for this award read, in recognition of outstanding achievement and interest in instrumental music, for singular merit in loyalty and cooperation, and for displaying those high qualities of conduct that school instrumental music requires. This award is solely based on students' votes about their peers' leadership skills and the things that they have valued in their time, seeing them working with others at OHS. I would like to say that the majority of the students who are standing up here were all nominated by their peers. So congratulations to you for that. We go through a 2-round process, and the students answer questions about their contributions to the OHS band program, and it culminates in a final vote Based on the award criteria and leadership qualities, the students have selected Addie Swan as this year's Caesar Award winner. Addie has been involved with a myriad of musical activities in and beyond the band classroom and has enthusiastically learned multiple instruments to support multiple bands, orchestras, and jazz at OHS, including the Pit for the Musical. Addie is passionate about sharing her knowledge and curiosity about music with others to help them reach their individual goals. She understands the value and power of leadership and works to help other students in band at OHS see that potential in themselves. Addie is always working to give back to our band community and has been instrumental, pun intended, in creating and perpetuating a culture where all students feel valued and celebrated. Again, Addie will be moving on to study music performance and performing arts management in the fall. We thank her for all she has given, and we wish her the best in the future.
Okay, it's our turn now. I figured out how to turn it on. Or just go over here first. And then... It's organized, I promise. Okay. Okay, so we got Miss Yeager a few things in gratitude for everything she has done for us. So our, annual picture of the senior so she never forgets us, because why would she want to do that? A little gift with some stuff, and you have to read the card with instructions. You can't forget to do that. And then Sam made this. She made this bouquet of flowers. It's so pretty.
So, as Ms. Yeager said, we have had her for most of us for 6 years now, since we were 12, and about mid-third semester I put together that math, that means we've had her for a third of our lives. And it's been special every moment of the way.
How we doing? Look, guys, that's the best teacher out there. Like, seriously. There's literally nobody better I could have had for a teacher these last 6 years through high school. Her classroom is a safe space. You can't even put it into words. It's just what it is. So, thank you so much.
Miss Yeager, where do I even begin? From the moment we first walked in her classroom in the 7th grade, she welcomed us with open arms and insane determination. She saw potential in every single student, somehow looking past all the squeaks and awkward middle school phases. Throughout the years, Miss Yeager has watched us grow not only as musicians, but as individuals. She believed in us even when we doubted ourselves and pushed us to reach heights we never thought was possible. Whether it was preparing for a concert or simply mastering a difficult scale, she was always there with words of encouragement and belief in her potential.
What makes Miss Yeager truly special is her ability to see beyond notes on a page. She sees the potential in each of every one of us, not just as musicians, but as human beings. She teaches us not only how to play music, but how to express ourselves and life lessons that we will take with us forever. Miss Yeager, you have been so much more than a teacher to us. You have been a mentor, a role model, and a constant source of support. You have shaped us into the musicians and the people we are today, and for that, we are forever grateful. As we stand on the brink of a new chapter in our lives, we take with us the lessons you have taught us and the memories we have shared. We may be moving on, but we will always carry your wisdom, your guidance, and your spirit with us.
Thank you, Miss Yeager, for everything you have done for us. You've touched our lives in ways we may never fully realize, and we are better people because of you.
We have a little tribute to our senior class. Thank you to all of you who contributed to make this special for them. Congratulations, class of 2024.
Folk dances is a single movement work of light-hearted Russian folk dances. The string of tunes is combined in such a way that musical energy abounds and the spirit of folk dance can be easily imagined. The work is filled with joy and exuberance.
Shostakovich, in his early years, wrote music to serve the political needs of his country. He composed in a variety of styles using folk music, humor, and many other techniques. He composed 12 symphonies along with numerous other works.
He incurred government troubles in 1948 but continued composing, including a number of works which surfaced after his death. Few composers have been as highly honored and respected by the profession of music and public as has Shostakovich.